Good morning, everyone. Okay, so I had to. I'm so used to using Thinkorswim charts. I don't have anything against TradeNet, but I'm going to use TradeNet's windows here and just put them next to my chart, similar to like I do with Ustock. Kind of bummed out about XCO. This is the one I'm holding overnight. It pushed all the way up to 90 cents. I was up over $40 on my small Robinhood account at one point. I need a broker where I can sell it after hours in pre-market. Now it's back down to 70 cents. I'm break even on the trade. But yeah, I've got this set up so I can pull Ustock up really quickly, pull TradeNet up really quickly just to watch to see what's going on. Alright, so I'm watching these along with CREG, CLRB, VKTX, MARA, XNET, and PXS. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add my watch list to the chat. Alright, so there's my watch list. Good morning, Kevin. It's raining pretty rough over here in Texas. Okay, so I'm also watching VKTX. You can see it pushed really nicely over $3 this morning. MARA is moving a lot in after hours in pre-market. CREG's gapping up some at 318 now. Not the most volume. XNET's moving a little bit. PXS, gonna watch this one since it's been crazy the last few days. And so yeah, that's it. I'm in the Houston area, Mike. North of Houston. Okay, so VKTX is running a little bit in after hours. You can see it's up to 330s. A lot of volume, it's flagging a little bit. Up to 350. Up to 370 now. That's cool, Mike. Yeah, is it raining over there, man? I know it's raining pretty rough over here. It's cold right now. It's cold and rainy. Yeah, sorry I didn't put a watch list up yesterday, guys. My son has been vomiting all night, and so he stayed home from school. I think it's something he ate, but he's sitting home with me now. And not going to school today. Didn't really have time to make a watch list video. What's up, Michael? Alright, guys, we got BIOC from yesterday, went all the way up to 120. Now it's dropped down to 78. That's why I usually rarely buy these big overextended stocks when they're up about 125% or 105%. That's why it's too scary. If a stock's up from 66 cents and it's at $1.20, there's no way I'm holding that one overnight. Too sketchy. What's up, Philip? What's up, man? You with your donuts and coffee, man. Gonna kind of keep an eye on GLBS here to see what it will do. VKTX is interesting. I can't short it on TradeNet. Good morning, Marwan. Hey, appreciate that video, man. That was awesome of you, Marwan. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the support, dude. Glad you're getting it, man. Gonna kind of keep an eye on CREG. It's at 311 now. PXS is all the way down to $4. I wonder if this one will bounce or if the pump is over. Nice, Scott. Nice, Scott. Yeah, I'm not far from hobby. Yeah, no problem, Marwan. Thanks for the support yourself, man. Good job, bro. Keep it up, man. Yeah, it's cold and wet here, Scott. I'm just north of Houston, man. Yeah, Scott, you're on the other side of me. I'm on the north side. Technically, I'm not even in Houston. I don't want to say the exact city where I live, but it's on the north side of Houston. You know what I mean? But yeah, you're on the south side. All right, so VKTX up to 356. Yeah, I was bummed out. I mean, XCO, okay, that's a little bit better. I just hope XCO pushes up some. This is one of my favorite gap strategies. If you've watched any of my swing trade videos, you can see this is like a picture perfect example of what I look for. And I mean, this one went all the way up to 90 cents. And so 25 cents over where I bought in at 70 cents, where it closed just under 70 cents. And so this one went all the way up to 90 cents. You know, my swing trading setups work. I just need a broker where I can sell. I mean, I'm still up. Let me see. I'm still up like $7 or $8 on this trade right now. Hopefully it will continue to go back up, but regardless, it went all the way up to 25% over where I entered it at. And so I need a broker where I can sell in after hours and pre-market. You know, I've been having my best luck swing trading lately, so I need to work on that. I need to get that because, you know, my setups work. I just need to I need a broker where I can sell around the top because a lot of times it never holds in after hours or pre-market. Usually it ends up dropping. And so I want a broker where I can try to sell and lock in profits once it makes a big push like this. But yeah, you can see this swing trading setup, regardless of what it does now, it went all the way up to 90. But no volume throughout most of the day. And then a really big volume spike right before the close. Big push up. Got in at 70 cents. It's at 76 now. Big, you know, still a decent percentage gain, but I would have much preferred to get out at 90 cents. So we'll see what it does at the open. Good morning, Fiaz. Yeah, I've tried SureTrader before. Day trading, never tried it swing trading. I mean, it's obviously going to be one of my options. Really, I guess I'm just trying to find like a broker that allows. I know it'd probably be tough, and I guess Robinhood is probably my best bet, honestly. I need a broker where I can sell in after hours and pre-market that has really cheap commissions, you know, and so I can kind of take advantage of these big moves. And because think about it, like I only bought 150 shares of XCO, but I was up over $30 or $40 at one point in this trade, you know. Yeah, I was up. Let me see. Yeah, I was up like $45 at one point in this trade, and you know, now I'm up 7 or 8. But I wish I could have sold at the top and made that money because that's a big percentage gain on my small Robinhood account. So kind of sucks, but MDGL gapping up big. TROX gapping down some for the more expensive ones. We'll see. How much is light speed, Mike? Per like per full round trip. Yeah, VKTX is pushing up nice. I mean, it's up to 350. Had this really nice push. Gap down some last night even. Somebody was probably trying to bring it down to make their shares cheaper. And then this thing's getting pumped up. So we'll see what it does here, you know. Half a cent per share. I have a trade idea scanner, Pradeep. I used to use Thinkorswim. It worked out fine as well, but now I have a trade idea scanner. AEO. AEO's running a little bit here, guys. Good morning, Grant. Alright, so AEO is tradable as well. MDGL is not. See, that is the biggest problem I have with TradeNet is that, you know, MDGL is a $60 stock, but yet it's still not available to trade on here. I mean, AEO is, so I guess that's good. ERR PVA is good. Most stocks are, though, from what I've noticed. TROX. Yeah, TROX is tradable as well. So most stocks are. But yeah, I had to switch it up. I'm going to be using Thinkorswim for charts now. Alright, so VKTX up to 380, guys. Really beautiful push here. This is a 5-minute chart. Let's see what the 1 minute looks like. Nice 1 minute here. Right now I'm looking at CREG for a possible short. VKTX testing 4 now. Man, big pop up to 434 at its high now. Sitting at 412 right now. Crazy move. A lot of movement here, guys. So Mike, you said it's $5 per trade, so that's $10 round trip, so it's $10 in and out. And if not, it's half a cent a share. So if I was to buy 200 shares, 0.005. Yeah. Oh, okay. So if I was only to buy 200 shares, it would only be $1 to get in, and $1 to get out. Correct? That's not bad. Is there a minimum? Because I mean, if I bought 100 shares, that'd be 50 cents. That'd be great. If that's the case, I'm gonna put some money in Lightspeed right now. You know, if it's only $1 per 200 shares, that would be awesome. Unless my math is wrong. Right, Mike. So if you buy 200 shares, that's only $1. So $2 in and out. Okay. So minimum $2 per share or per trade, or $2 in and out of like full round trip. Alright, so we'll see if VKTX can hold here, guys. Okay, that's still not bad. So $4 round trip. That's not bad. Yeah, I might sign up for Lightspeed and use that as a swing trading account. Only put a small amount of money in. The biggest problem with it is I think it's now, lately it's the T2 rule, the T plus 2 rule, so you have to wait for the transaction date plus 2 days for any funds in your account to clear. And so, but I think putting in maybe 1,000 into it would work. Yeah, it's a day trade, Team Blue. I'm talking about just a swing trade, just to hold stocks overnight. CLRB was moving some. See what it does at 150, how it reacts to 150. Big drop in BIOC, looking for a possible bounce play with this one. CLIR sitting right around that high of yesterday at 275 now. The high's at 278. Gonna watch that one. Oh, so Mike, you have over 25K in your account? Oh, that completely ruins it. Man, that completely ruins it. No worries, man. Appreciate the info. But yeah, there's no way. I mean, if I had 25K, I'd be day trading with 25K right now. You know? Yeah, no worries. Appreciate the info, Mike. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that anytime soon here. I think Robinhood is actually my best bet. It's free commissions. I just need over $2,000, and so I'll just put something like that in there. Okay, so on my XCO trade, I'm up about $10, which isn't a bad percentage gain on my small account. I got in at 70 cents right before the close. This is a great example of my swing strategy, as you can see here. Yeah, Mike, every weekday morning, man, I do this. And then sometimes I'll do a power hour stream where I look for swing trades. Yesterday, the one I got into in my power hour stream was XCO. Like I said, I got in at about 69 cents and wrote it up, and it was up at one point, it was up over 20%. But I don't have a broker where I can sell in after hours and pre-market. This is a picture perfect example of that swing trading setup that I like so much. I've gone over it a few times in different videos, but the basic premise is it has no volume throughout most of the day, and then right before the close, usually in the last 20 minutes, it gets a really big volume spike, as you can see XCO did, and closed right around the high of the day. I mean, this one went all the way up to 84 cents, but it still climbed up to 90 cents now, and I'm still up, 7-8 cents from where I entered it, up over $10. And so my Robinhood account's really small. I bought 150 shares, and so it's a decent percentage gain for this cheap of a stock. But like I said, I just need a broker where I can sell in after hours and pre-market. I'm actually done the best swing trading lately, and I mean it's down to 75 cents now, but I do have that cushion. And so I'll probably set my stop loss at break even. But I've been doing the best at swing trading lately, honestly. That's where I've had my most profitable trades. I'm up like 150% in my Robinhood account in the last few months. And so that's where I'm doing my best. Rob, I don't usually like that many indicators. I think every trader's different. Every trader uses different studies and stuff like that. I just like to use simple price action. Sometimes I'll use like the 9 EMA or the 13 EMA, maybe a little bit longer time framed EMA, but most of the time I just use simple price action. It's what I know the best, what I'm the most comfortable with. Alright, so it's back up to 77 cents. VTGN. Alright, so VTGN is starting to run a little bit here, guys. It's up to 114 now. It closed at 92 cents. So, I mean, it's up. It's up 20 cents. 22 cents now at 114. So, we'll see what it does here. VTGN. Let's see if it's tradable. So, this one is tradable on TradeNet as well. So, that's nice. Good morning, Andre. What's up, man? DPW. I mean, it definitely had some previous resistance at 450. I can't say. I mean, it could, obviously. Obviously, it could, but I don't know if it will. This one's been running a lot the last few days, and so I don't trust it that much, to be honest. I want to see it hold over 4. It's had a lot of support at $4, so I want to see it hold over there. This is one that I've been watching, as you can see by all of these price points on the chart. You can see I've been watching this one a lot the last week or two, and it's been moving a lot, but it's up a lot from where it started off earlier a week ago in the $1 area. I think it was actually under that at one point. So I'd be very careful with it, if if I was trading it. Yeah, I mean, if it can get up to 445, maybe a good long play. Here's the thing though, like the best, in my opinion, the best pre-market high breaks are actually the ones with very small gaps, like VTGN as an example, like a really small gap, not a huge gap. I don't know. Actually, this one's not. This one's actually a pretty big percentage gap if you think about it, but it's about the same actually as DPW. But my favorite gaps are the tiny gaps. For pre-market high breaks. Those I've found to be the most effective with it. When a stock's gapped up a huge amount, I mean, I'm not saying it won't, but the chances are a little bit worse, in my opinion. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, Michael, to be honest, I have no idea even how to get started into trading Bitcoin whatsoever. I'm completely lost with Bitcoin thing. I'm a complete newbie when it comes to Bitcoin. I have no idea how to trade it, no idea how to buy it, no idea how to store it. I don't know any of that stuff, man. Um, I mean, obviously, it's been super strong. Every time I've looked at it in the last year, I say, man, I don't want to buy here. It's too overextended. And then it'll go up another 2 or 3 thousand, you know? So who knows when it's going to stop. But I mean, per Bitcoin now are a little bit too expensive. It may be a good investment for some, but, you know. Good morning, for real. YouTubers, I mean, about Bitcoin, no. Some good trading Bitcoins. Check out Alpine Trader. He's traded on TradeNet, SureTrader. He'll kind of review the brokers he's using. He have some live trades on his channel. His name's Alpine Trader. I'm gonna be interviewing him for the channel soon, and so check him out. He's a good YouTuber. Another one that I saw that was telling me about TradeNet, I don't know him personally or anything, is Matt Diamond. He's a YouTube trader. Most of the other YouTube traders that I see are usually faking it, but there's a few good ones out there. Yeah, that's probably why DPW and MARA are grinding up, is because Bitcoin went up. They're both Bitcoin related stocks. Alright, guys, we got 5 minutes. All right, so DPW is dropping down under $4. Alright, so XCO is actually tradable on here as well. Interesting. Alright guys, we got 3.5 minutes watching VTGN here. I like VTGN for a pre-market high break. There goes DPW washing out some before the open. XCO down to 73 cents. Yeah, I'm just going to set my stop loss for XCO at break even. I need to get a broker. I need to find a cheap broker. I'm probably just going to use Robinhood so I can get out in pre-market, because you can see it went up over 20% and I could have taken advantage of it if I would have had a broker where I could sell. So that's something I need to work on, but I'm going to go ahead and set my stop loss now on XCO. I may just sell off right as soon as the open hits. We'll see. Set my stop at break even though. Alright, so yeah, I got my stop loss set for break even on XCO. Alright, so VTGN pushing up to 115 now. Watching it over this 118 level. Alright, so there goes VTGN breaking that pre-market high right now, up to 122. Good morning, Black Monday. What's up, man? Alright, guys, got about a minute left. Alright, guys, 20 seconds. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to get out of XCO here at 74 cents. AEO, huge drop in AEO. Same thing with XNET, big drop under $14 on XNET. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get out right here on Robinhood. It's at 79, nice. All right, so I got out at 79 for a $10.84 gain on XCO. So I like that gain. VTGN's running up here. My hotkeys aren't working. What is going on here? My hotkeys aren't working. Man, why is my hotkeys not working? There's a drop. Let's see it hold support. That's what I want to see. Watching VTGN here. Big drop on AEO, guys. Wow, huge drop. DPW washing out some. Weird, it didn't let me in. All right, so I'm in VTGN here with 100 shares. DPW washout long setup. Beautiful washout long setup on DPW. Still trying to give VTG in a little bit of time here. Back up to 140. See if we can make it over 140, guys. Up to 144. Down to 141. to 143. Still giving it a little bit of time here on VTGN. Back down to 137. Back up to 140. Back up to 143, 144. There we go, broke the high. And I'm out for a $12 gain. So I had a profitable trade on TradeNet. I'll take it, guys. I'll take it. Up about 20 on the day. But yeah, guys, like I said, I like it when the gap isn't a huge gap up, and this is a prime example of it. It wasn't a huge gap up. It was a decent gap up, not huge, definitely high relative volume. It broke the pre-market high, held it as support right here, and then continued to go up for that 150 push. And so there we go. I sold into the breakout, which is always nice, so I'm happy with that. PXS is running a little bit, guys. PXS is halted again. All right, so VTGN up to 165 now. Sold a little bit too early, but not mad about it. What's up, commentary? Yeah. TradeNet's going okay this morning. I mean, I'm up $12, happy with it. Up another about $10 on Robinhood, and so up about $20 on the day now after commissions. Philip, TradeNet is it trades CFD, so you have an unlimited amount of day trades. You can day trade as much as you want on TradeNet. But like I said, guys, I'm not trying to preach, but this is a good example. Like I like it when it gaps up a small amount, not a huge amount. And this is just my preference. When it gaps up a small amount, the pre-market high break, and it's not as extended, it's a little bit more reliable for the pre-market high break. And so you can see this one pushed over that pre-market high at 127, came back down, held it as support, and then continued its run up. It's always what I like to see with pre-market high breaks. Good example of it. All right, so DPW, I mean, this one could still run. It had a really obvious washout long setup. It's been running all morning now, so we'll see what this one does here. I mean, commentary, I think it's worth it, but, you know, you got to make your own assessment of it, man. I like it so far. I mean, I like Thinkorswim charts, and so you can see I have mine set up here next to Thinkorswim. And I mean, commissions are cheap. It's a $3 round trip commission, so I made $9 on this trade. And so commissions are cheap. I can still use small share size like I like to and make some money doing it. All right, so here goes DPW, guys. It's going up to test that pre-market high now. Up to 442. There it goes, approaching that pre-market high. Now here's the break. Up to 448. That's nice as well. 447. See if it holds. Looks good though. Looks strong. Lots of volume. 2 million shares traded in the last 5 minutes on this one. Only thing I'm worried about is the rejection because, like I said, it's a pretty big gap up, but we'll see. VTGN going up as well at 176, 177. MARA. MARA looks like a range breakout. Let's look at the 5-minute on this one, but this looks like a very obvious range breakout. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna get on U stock for this one. Got to bring this over here so you can't see my login info. All right. All right, so there goes pushing over the pre-market high again on DPW. PXS is resumed. Moving crazy as always. All right, DPW trying to make another break for that pre-market high. Up to 446. Huge drop in PXS. Yeah, I wanted to short that. I thought about shorting this halt because most of the time in this market, every time a stock's halted, it usually washes out. As you can see on PXS, but we'll see if it rebounds here. It's pushing up nicely. Big long downwick. Yeah, there goes DPW. Yeah, that's why I say it was overextended gap up. It was a big gap up. And what a good trade idea for me with these is to short it when it gets that pre-market high, because a lot of times it will fail there. The little small gap ups tend to work the best in my opinion than those big gap ups, just because stuff like this happens. It gets rejected there. That resistance is too strong for it. Look at these up wicks on MARA. Looks like a good short now on MARA. Those big long up wicks are scary. Nice for real. Good job, man. I mean, I don't know. DPW, you can see it had some previous support here. Resistance here. So it's kind of caught in between those two levels right now. So we'll see what it does. I mean, it could run. So I've had a successful trade on TradeNet, a profitable trade on Robinhood, swing trading. Now I just need one on Ustock, and I'll have a hat trick, you know. GLUU creeping up here, pushing up. RBBN, guys, look at RBBN. Really nice, pretty push up here. And VTGN breaking over that high of the day up to 190 now. It's going to test $2 most likely, in my opinion. Got a 1-minute pullback on RBBN here. Up to 783 now. Really nice push. There goes VTGN testing $2. And we got a 5-minute pullback on DPW. It's at 433 now. Commentary, I was actually bummed out about it, man. So without the special, like there's a Christmas special going on. Without that special, the intro package is $500. And so I've just missed the special. When I signed up, I just missed it. All right, so look at this pullback here on DPW. So VTGN went up there and tapped 199 and then just washed out. All right, so DPW here pulling up. That's a good stop loss though. Black Monday, I like that stop loss right under this resistance at 159. MDGL, a little bit more expensive of a stock. GLUU. VKTX washing out some here. CLRB looking to push up here. SLNO guys waking up a little bit. SLNO. You can see this big move right here. Yeah, it's limited liquidity. That's a bummer. SLNO though. I'm watching CLRB here. This looks like a slightly like a range breakout here. Watching it over 145. Yeah, see guys, it's like I said, you know, DPW, the gap up was just a little bit too much. And when the gap up's a really big gap up like this, going up an entire, you know, basically almost $1 in this gap up, it's just too overextended. And so, you know, like I said, a good strategy for these really big gap up is actually shorting it at this pre-market high break. All right, so there goes CLRB here. Watching it over 150 to see if it actually holds. All right, so there goes CLRB over 150. I'm worried it's going to get rejected, so I'm being careful with it. All right, so I'm in with 50 shares on CLRB. All right, so it's up to 158. 159. There we go. Down to 153. Back up to 157. Watching CLRB here. Down to 148. I'm stopped out. $7 loss on this one. Just fake me out. I mean, I probably should have set my stop loss a little bit lower, but we'll see if it holds support here. I'll still consider it if it holds here. Popped right back over. Just faking people out here. Yeah, Andre, you and I had like a very similar trade. I should have set my stop loss under this support level at maybe 140. DPW washing out some. VTGN's trying to creep back up here. It's at 179. Did it stop you out, Andre? I think it went down to 160. WAC. Oh wow, WAC's pushing up nicely. Over that 150 level. A lot of buyers on the time and sales. You can see these big long up wicks as well. Selling pressure. We'll see if it can hold. A lot of people buying on CLRB though. There it goes up to 153 at 53 cents on WAC. Getting over to the high of the day now. A lot of up wicks and down wicks on it though. What's up, Mala? You can't short on Robinhood. Mala, shorting is when you bet that the stock is going to go down. So, like for instance, if I short CLRB here and it goes all the way down to 137, I make 7 cents per share, or 10 cents per share. So it's basically just like going long is buying the stock hoping it goes up, profiting if it goes up. Going short is borrowing the stock and profiting if it goes down. VRA here. So WAC is tradable as well. So Arbuck. So I went over it a little bit already. So I published a video this weekend called explaining the pre-market high break strategy or something along those lines, okay? The basic premise of what I went over in the video is that pre-market high breaks, from my experience, are the most successful whenever it's not a huge gap up. You know, like for instance, DPW was a really big gap up. It gapped up almost $1 overnight. Okay, so it's a pretty big gap up. It's going to be a little bit overextended in my opinion whenever it tries to break the pre-market high break. And so, like I said before this even happened, I said I'm worried it's going to fail at the pre-market high break, and it washed out. But VTGN wasn't that big of a gap up. It was a small gap up. It definitely had some high relative volume, and thus, in my opinion, the pre-market high break is a little bit more reliable whenever the stock doesn't gap up a huge amount. Whenever it's just a small gap up, it definitely has high relative volume. You know, that's when I like the pre-market high setup. And so when I saw it coming around here and breaking this pre-market high, that's where I bought in, and that's ultimately why I wrote it up, is because it wasn't a huge gap up. I mean, it had high relative volume, definitely moving more than it usually does in after hours and pre-market, but it wasn't some ridiculously obnoxious gap up where it's gapped up so much that it will most likely fail in the morning. Because the reason these big gap ups fail is because people are going to start covering. People that rode this big gap up overnight, you know, before the open or right at the open, they're going to sell off. And whenever it comes to the next resistance line, which in this case was the pre-market high, people are going to start covering, worried that it's going to wash out. And that's ultimately why it kind of starts this big washout right here. And so with VTGN, it wasn't gapped up a huge amount. You know, it was gapped up a decent amount, not a huge amount, and it had high relative volume. And so with that, I trust the pre-market high break a little bit more, and that's ultimately why I decided to buy in on VTGN here, is because it wasn't a huge gap up and it was approaching and broke the pre-market high. And so yeah, if you want to see the video where I kind of explain it a little bit more in depth and go over some examples, just go to my channel and search for pre-market high break strategy or something like that. But you can see here DPW is pushing all the way back up to 456 now. So it just broke the 450s. There's the pre-market high break here, and it's up to 455. So big runner here on DPW. I'm guessing MARA is going to follow along with it. Nice, Rick. Good job, man. Yeah, no problem, Arbuck. No problem, man. Alright, well, so let's watch MARA here. If these two follow each other, let's watch MARA here to see if this one reverses now and pushes up again. Alright, so DPW, guys, up to 462. It's showing some strength here for sure. I'm currently up about $14 or $15 after that last failed trade on CLRB. I have 2 profitable trades, 1 lost this morning. So not a bad day. Let's see if DPW holds support over this 450 level now. CREG's possibly reversing here as well, guys. Look at CREG. Volume starting to pick up here at 293. Had this really nice volume spike here. It's sitting at $3 now for a reversal red to green move. So it just broke the close of yesterday at 290. Let's see, where did this one close yesterday? Maybe at 280. So, but it's pushing up nicely, testing $3 on CREG. Yeah, I noticed that. It's not really following MARA this morning, Andre. Just nicotine, Kevin. DPW 24-month high. Crazy move. Yeah, look at this thing, man. Look how much I've been watching this thing lately. Look at all these support and resistance lines I've drawn. Kind of clouds out the daily. Alright, so CREG's over 3. I'm a little bit skeptical of it just because this is kind of what CLRB did as well. It reversed, popped over it, came back down. I mean, it's still holding as support, but hello, this is John. Man, I got telemarketers calling me. Alright, so CREG, really nice washout long setup here. Dropped down to 280. Held where it closed yesterday at 280. Now it's up to 320. Watching this one, volume spiked up really nicely on CREG. Yeah, no worries, Kevin. I've actually had a few people ask me that. They think I was vaping something else. I gotta tell them it's just nicotine, you know. Alright, so CREG up to 320. EBIO's running up here, guys. EBIO at 74 cents now. Had a nice volume spike at the open this morning. Alright, so look at this 1 minute pullback on CREG. We'll see if it follows through here. You can see it had the 1 minute pullback. Now it's pushing up nicely. Up to 333. And that's why it's one of my favorite setups. The 1 minute pullback and the pre-market high break. Missed this one though. Up to 348. Look at that. You know, and it's obvious why the 1 minute pullback setup works. After this big run up here, everybody's waiting for an entry. You know, and so a lot of times people buy on the dips, and so you can see it pushed up, had this first dip here, and then everybody jumps in with that volume and pushes this thing up. So really nice 1 minute pullback setup here on CREG. Went all the way up to 348, got rejected at 350. Gonna watch it here though. Rick, you know, I think every trader's a little bit different. I just like to use support and resistance line. That's what I do the best with. That's what I know the best. I don't really want to cloud my screen up with anything else. And I've had the best success with using simple price action. You know, every trader's a little bit different. Each trader likes to use their own different stuff. And so, you know, I just like to use simple price action. It's what's worked the best for me as well. I actually heard an interview with Tim Grattani, and he's the same way. He only uses support and resistance lines. He doesn't use anything else. He just uses price action and support and resistance lines. And so that's what I'm the best at as well. I don't like clouding up my screen and distracting me from the price action. Yeah, everybody let me know, man. If there's a broker, because I've had the best success with swing trading, with not even necessarily swing trading, but just holding stocks overnight is what I've had the most success with. The biggest percentage gains and the most consistent gains has actually been overnight holds. And so if anybody knows a cheap broker that will let me buy and sell in after hours and pre-market with cheap commissions, preferably under $10 a round trip, let me know, because I'm looking for one, because that's obviously, I mean, in my opinion, it's obviously what I'm the best at right now is these overnight holds. It's what I've had the most consistent success with. And so if anybody knows a broker that allows that, let me know. CREG up to 344. Yeah, I can trade DPW on Comex, Chris. Look, so if you on Comex, I can type it in here. It will tell me if I can trade it. So I can type in DPW. You can see it is tradable, marginable. I can short it as well if I wanted it to. So yeah, I can trade it. LMFA. You got filled at 310. I mean, it's better than getting filled at, well, no. It's better than getting filled at 320, We'll see. We'll watch it to see if it holds support over 3 now on LMFA. CLRB washing out down to 138. CREG washing out as well. Couldn't get over 350, but had a really nice push of 30 cents after this 1 minute pullback. 30-cent run all the way up to 348. So you bailed out at LMFA, Andre? DSS is running up a little bit here. Or it was right before I said that. High relative volume. You can see the volume here is nice. GROW had a little bit of a run this morning that I missed. XNET just dropped under the lows. AEO, I'm sorry. AEO just dropped under the lows. DSS though, guys. DSS is running up here. See if it gets up to test that 150 level. DPW pushing up to test that high of the day at 466. Isaiah, send me your number on to beginnertrading@gmail.com. Beginnertrading@gmail.com. Send me your number. I'll text you, man. VRA. DSS just doesn't have that follow-through volume that I'm looking for. VRA had a really nice push up, kind of grinded up here. VTGN's pushing up as well, holding for the most part. Very obvious risk area right here at about 160. You still holding this one, Black Monday? Yeah, no problem, Isaiah. Alright, so there goes VTGN up to 192. Up to 190, VTGN pushing up here. Gonna try to test $2 again, maybe. BKTX reversing. Yeah, let's see if it gets it over this 331 level. It's trying here. VTGN up to 193. 194. Might be a good short on VTGN. I don't know. Too risky for me. A lot of buys on the level 2, on the time and sales. Now it's kind of mixed. Yeah, it's up to 97. I'm worried it's going to get rejected here, though, but we'll see. It's pushing up nicely. It may need a pullback before it breaks 2, is my guess. So it may pull back here and then make a try for 2, just because it's been going up the last 20 cents. Pretty strong. Up to 197 again. Up to 208. There's the break. VTGN, guys, up to 204. Nice, Andre. Good trade, man. Yeah, maybe a good short here on VTGN. Who knows, though? Too risky to try it. Got up to 214 on VTGN. Strong push here. CLRB doesn't really know what it wants to do here. IMUC kind of breaking out a little bit here. It's at 31.20. We'll see if VTGN can hold support at 2 now. Turn that previous resistance into support. VRA still grinding up slowly. DSS testing that high at 140 now. Pushing up nicely. Kind of has a flat top here. All right, so VTG and down to 188. XNET kind of setting up for a possible short below the lows. If it breaks here, there it goes. May bounce off of the lows and continue going up. Who knows? Yeah, they got squeezed a little bit over too, most likely. But yeah, like I said, guys, if you guys know a cheap broker that can let me get in and out with a full round trip of less than $10, where I can buy in after hours and pre-market, let me know. The only option I really know of right now is Robinhood. And so that's the only option I have right now. But I don't even think it's the full after hours and pre-market session. I think it's a little bit shorter time frame that I'm actually able to trade even with Robinhood if I got margin on it. So we'll see. But yeah, if you guys know one that lets me trade in after hours or pre-market, let me know, because I really want to kind of put some more money up for swing trading, just because I've had decent success with it. If you followed our power hour streams, every time I've done them and picked out a stock, I've gotten most of them right. I've had a few wrong ones, but my account's grown a lot just from the ones that I've bought in my power hour streams. And so I'm really looking for a broker where it will let me sell in after hours and pre-market for preferably less than $10 a round trip. So it went good. It went good, Isaiah. I got out at 78 or 79. Got in at 69 or 70. So I think I made like $11, $10 or $11 on it, which is a good gain for my small account. So yeah, today I've had this trade where I made $10 or $11. I had my trade on VTGN where I made $12 on TradeNet, and then I lost $7 on CLRB. And so I'm up about 15 right now after commissions and everything. BSPM. Man, look at that push on BSPM. We'll see if it follows through here. I don't like that big upwick, but I do like that volume spike. We'll see what happens here, though. Up to 210. BSPM's pushing up nicely. Yeah, we'll see what BSPM does here, Black Monday. I don't like this big upwick, this big selling pressure upwick. Plus, it's under $2 again. So that's the only thing that's kind of stopping me from jumping in, is this big, long upwick. A lot of selling pressure there. Either selling or people covering over the $2 break. I like it, Isaiah. I've only been on it for 2 days, but I don't really have many complaints. The biggest complaint I have with it is not being able to trade a lot of stocks under $10. But like I said, I could trade DPW was available, CREG was available, VTGN was available to trade, and so it actually has quite a few stocks under $10 you can trade. There's only a few that you can't. But yeah, aside from that, I like it. It's nice, you know. Nice to have a real platform. Nice to be able to get in and out of trades a little bit easier. Fast executions, no limited liquidity. So, you know, I'm liking it so far. Taking it slow now after I took those losses on there the last 2 days. Yeah, I think the last 2 days I was just so excited to short that I wasn't paying attention to the long plays. And in this market, you know, there's been a lot of big movement in this market, and you know, going long is what brought me my consistency. And so today I had a nice long play on it. Need to study up on shorting a little bit more, just because I've been long biased for so long. All right, so there goes XNET. I thought this one might wash out. Broke under the low of day here at 1341, down to 1331 now. We'll see what it does. CRK. BSP, I'm washing out here. Yeah. CUR, let's see if CUR reverses possibly here. CUR's been washing out all morning. Let's see what it does here. INSG pushing up some. IMUC still pushing up some. Broke over that 31 cent level. It's at 32 now. CREG breaking under 3. VTG and back over $2. Yeah, no problem, Isaiah. Right, Kevin. That's kind of my plan now. Like, I've just been long for so long. I've just been long for so long that I'm not used to shorting. You know, and part of it knows when a breakout will fail. Like, a good example of that is on DPW. And so I might try to focus on that. Failed pre-market high breaks with really overextended gapping up stocks. That might be one of my go-to plays from now on. Oh, that and these kind of plays right here on XNET. When it breaks over the low of day, under the low of day. Alright, so CUR is reversing a little bit here, looks like. INSG pushing up, creeping up towards $2. BSPM trying to get back over 2. Back down to 191. A lot of up wicks here. A lot of selling pressure. Nice. Appreciate it, Safal. I'll check it out, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, for real. I got a free stock on Robinhood as well. It was like a $3 stock. I think it was actually CHK. DSS couldn't get over 140. I need to start trusting my patterns more. I called this one out too, this reversal play on CUR. XNET still washing out under 13 now. Down to 1291. VTGN trying to hold over 2 now. Creeping back up here. Let's see if it tests the high of day. It just broke it. VTGN. Up to 211. We'll see if VTGN can break it. TEUM. You got the same one for real? Yeah, that's the one I got too. Yeah, they focus on those cheap ones, man. That's why I think it's funny, anybody that kind of spams the Robinhood, you get a free stock. It's like, yeah, you'll get a $3 stock. You know, it might take you 30 minutes to sign up, and you might get a $3 stock, so. All right, later, Andre. Yeah, TEUM creeping back up here. BSPM finally broke back over 203. Sitting at 203 now, finally broke over 2, I should say. BSPM at 204. VTGN testing that high of the day again. Back up there to 215. Later, Grant. Oh, later, Andre. Yeah, I think they stay giving that one away, like For Real said. Alright, so we'll see if VTGN can creep up and push over 215 now. It's getting a lot of rejection there, though, so we'll see what it does. I want to see a big volume spike. There's 217. Let's look for the volume to come up. 219. $216. HIVE. HIVE waking up with some volume here. PZRX the same, waking up with some volume. PZRX and HIVE is moving, guys. And AVAV ran a little bit after this huge gap up. It's up $10. Crazy move on AVAV here. Kind of watching CLRB here. It looks to be holding support at this 140 area really firmly. Yeah, it's struggling here on VTGN here. Can't hold over that previous high. Maybe a good short. I don't know. CLIR kind of creeping back up here. We'll see if the volume comes up, breaks this 280, 278 level. XCO breaking down to under the low of day here. Maybe a good short. SNMX, CBO. SNMX waking up here. CVO waking up here, testing $1 on CVO. Sitting right at $1 now, late volume spike on CVO. TEUM finally got some volume. Oh, it did. Nice volume spike, broke over this, the open. LMFA breaking the high of day up to 325 on LMFA. Up to 330. LMFA is running a little bit here. AMD. Yeah, it's just struggling to hold over 10 whole dollar. Not that much volume, so it's not really moving that much anymore. Had this really nice washout long setup, but it doesn't have the biggest range for a cheap stock or for a more expensive stock. I mean, it's only moved in total all day today about 40 cents. And so it doesn't have a big range at all. CVO's over $1 now at 103. Running up a little bit. CVO guys waking up here. Up to 104. CVOs push it up. CVO's trying here at 104. Got a little 1 minute pullback on LMFA. Down to 319. Yeah, it's kind of time for CVO to wake back up according to the daily. We'll see what it does here. TEUM's been pushing up nicely the last few minutes. Man, up to 108 on CVO, 105. There it goes up to 108. CVO's running up to 109. LMFA's at 334 now as well. Had that little 1 minute pullback set up. We'll see if it follows through here. It's got a little bit of resistance at 342. We'll see what it does here. I'm a little bit late with CVO. Up to 109. Back down to 106. 107. Back up to 110. 110, guys. CVO's running here. Up to 112. Back down to 106. A lot of volume picking up in CVO. LMFA breaking the high of day at 335 now. Back down to 334. My screen's lagging a little bit. EYES at the high of day at 160. High of day's at about 160.5 cents. All right, so LMFA we got up to 347 here, guys. Nice trade Black Monday. Volume spiked up nicely. LMFA up to 345. Back down to 337. All right, guys, it's 10:40. I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down now. I'll be doing the Power Hour stream today. And so be sure to check that out starting at 3:30 market times to go over swing trades to hold overnight. So be sure to check that out. Everyone do me a favor and click that like button right now on the stream. We definitely appreciate the support, guys. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe if you want to see me day trade my small accounts live every single weekday morning. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, everyone do me a favor, click that like button. We appreciate it, and good luck if you decide to get into anything else for the rest of the day. I'll see you guys later for our Power Hour stream. Have a good one, guys.